Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Irad. It's been a long time since our last reacts. I have to be frank, I had a pretty bad nose and throat infection, so pretty much nothing I could do apart from trying to read all the scripts that I had written for the regular videos. So it was pretty hard, but anyway, I'm trying to be back. So let's get started here. We've got Inside Star Citizen that is also back, so let's go and check it out. I believe this is about the Stormbreaker activity, which I'll be frank with you guys, I'm not very excited about it. Why? Because I've seen what the activity does in 4.1, what Hathor and Wikilo, and Wikilo is just a pain. I wanted to have to do nothing with Wikilo. Nothing. Anything that has to do with Wikilo, sorry, I'm going to skip here because of how poorly implemented it is. But let's see how this is going to be in 4.2 and see if the devs are making any changes, perhaps. Oh, I love the rain, by the way. I gotta say that the ambience, the atmosphere looks phenomenal.
Stormbreaker is all about taking the next step in exploration gameplay. Making exploration work in Star Citizen actually requires you to go out and build locations that players want to visit. That's what we're doing now.
You know, it's cool that they are catering to explorers, right? It's something that players have been asking, right? Why are you doing nothing for explorers? So if you are into, more of a sandbox activity, not being taken by the hand and exploring the game by yourself, all right, that's cool. It's great that the game's going toward that direction. I got nothing against that. I'm all for that. And it might be exciting, especially if you're playing in groups.
We were trying to push our FPS combat existing in-game and actually get players to feel like they're actually fighting for something.
Okay.
Stormbreaker.
By the way, this looks great. Are these security cameras from various locations? I mean, can you imagine if you could see in real time, what's happening? That would be great.
It's different because you don't go into your contract manager to look for what to do. You just go off, fly down to a planet, and you start exploring.
We wanted to lead players from place to place and make them question what they're seeing.
So I want to be clear here. Stormbreaker isn't an event, and it's not a mission.
Okay.
It is a sandbox activity.
So it's like Hathor.
It will be persistent. It will keep happening. Every single patch, you can come back and you can run this over and over and over again, just like you can the Align and Mine sandbox activity.
Come on, Ilya. It's like, yeah, we get it. We know it's not a mission.
It's not an event.
This is a continuation of the Regen Crisis storyline. In 4.1,
I mean, there was no storyline in 4.1. In 4.1, you just hear Jared talking about it at Landing Zone, and that's basically it.
we saw how Rayari was trying to tackle the Regen Crisis.
No, Rayari is just asking for collecting items, and that's basically it, and nothing happens. They just want us to collect items. That's it.
In 4.2, we're starting to see what ASD, a faction called Associated Science and Development, is doing to address the Regen Crisis.
Yeah, that's funny because I made a post on X showing, hey, I just bought some distortion guns for my Corsair, and there we go. We got them building those distortion guns, and I saw, when I was looking at the description, I saw that they were made by ASD. I was like, oh, ASD, yeah.
ASD is probably best publicly known for their weapons research division, which has released some high-tech weaponry that's already available to put on your ship. But they have many other research departments,
these are the
and
size
they're
3
doing their part
distortions
to help out with the current Regen Crisis and the Second Life initiative. They're diving into trying to fix the problem with imprints and regen, so it'll be interesting to see what solutions they propose. Now, over the years, ASD has gained a little bit of a reputation for maybe pushing things a tad too far. One of their weapons was known for the...
Well, they've got a little rat working there. I think these are the rats we see in Pyro that you can eat on skewers, right?
Gruesome effect it had on people it was targeted on, which gained them a bit of a reputation across the Empire for maybe pushing science a little bit farther than they should.
Wow, I don't think we should push science.
Stormbreaker will start with these data facilities that you will find.
By the way, these places, they look phenomenal. They look very similar to the Good Doctor facilities that you find in Arena Commander, by the way.
This is where ASD is storing a lot of their data. So you'll find a bunch of servers, and this is actively being guarded by security forces.
I find it hilarious that they're, storing their data on Pyro, which is like, frontier place where, people are not going to come, right? It's kind of off the eyes, off the grid. They can do their own stuff there. Already that's quite shady, and I love it.
You gotta land your ship somewhere where it's safe and then make your way down on
Oh,
foot.
you can use a ground vehicle.
ASD does not want you there. They will be quite upset that you're trespassing.
So if you want to explore the facility, you'll have to fight your way in.
Nice! Oh, that's
You'll
right up
find
my alley
quite a
here.
few places in the facility that aren't that easy to get into.
I think this is like you can get your, ground vehicles. Bring in the tank. Bring in the tanks.
As you explore the
Centurion.
player, you will encounter a new type of door access, the loaded scanner. You will need to kill the enemies in the area to try to pass as one of them wearing their outfit. It is just a simple door, but with this new mechanic, you can feel like Indiana, dressing as the enemies and going inside the enemy
Wow,
lines.
this is so cool. And where do you leave your armor? Or maybe there's gonna be like a dedicated player who'll be like, all right, you don't have armor, so just wear the suit, and maybe they can wear the armor after.
As you explore deeper into the facility, if you pay attention to your environment, you'll notice a number of
Oh. And they got the emails here. Table reserve. Yeah, maybe not all the emails are very important here. Do we see anything over there? Ah, it's hard to read, unfortunately.
different places and rooms that require a bit of extra effort to get into.
There will be unique loot, and the
Whoa, they've got the parallax.
more of the facility guards you relieve of the ability to go home and say goodnight to their children, you will slowly find the first piece of the puzzle that you'll need to finish this entire loop.
There we go. It's gonna be the suit.
So if you discover the secrets that we've hidden and you've taken care of the environment, you've found the information, you've read through the information, you've listened to the information, you might find that you're
I like that they have, this is great. It reminds me of the old investigation missions, right? Where you have to look for stuff. You don't really know what's going on, so look around the environment, read stuff, listen to stuff, and this gives you the clues of where to go and what to find.
journey takes you to Pyro 1.
Once you arrive at Pyro 1, there's one thing you'll immediately notice. A huge storm.
Yes! Oh, nice. Nice.
It is just mind-blowing. It looks beautiful. There will be rain. You've got this very dark environment because of this overhanging cloud. You've got lightning just constantly going off inside the clouds. It looks phenomenal.
If you were to fly
It's like a blue Venus.
into the storm, you'll notice that your ship starts taking massive amounts of distortion damage.
Yes, this happened to me. Yes, I have noticed that. I went into the storm. I immediately crashed. She couldn't do anything, and then I crashed, and then I died, and that was it.
If you don't watch out, this can seriously mess up your ship.
Cause it to turn off,
Yep.
and you will plummet to the ground.
That's what happened.
If
Yep.
you don't explode, out
Oh, I
of
did.
luck, you then have to walk out of the storm.
You'll quickly notice that you'll be affected by radiation damage.
Oh,
So
even in
unless
the
you've
suit.
brought a load of rad pens, you're likely going to
Oh, they have new med pens called rat pens.
die.
That's fun.
And that's not even to say anything that might be in the storm that has mutated and
Oh.
isn't the normal version of what it once was.
Now, how can they survive in an environment that's over 200 degrees Celsius?
So how do you get into the storm where ASD doesn't want you to go? On the outer edges of the storm, you'll find 3 shuttle stations that each have a shuttle that lead into the storm.
Once again, ASD don't want you there, so you'll have to part people with their lives.
These shuttles are specially retrofitted to allow them to withstand the distortion damage.
Now, can we just go directly to the... If you've tried, by the way, let me know in the comment section down below if you've tried this in the PTU. I haven't yet. Can you go directly to Power 1 instead of going to Power 4?
allowing employees
Like, why do you have to
and
go to
also
Power 4 if
players
you just need to
into
go
the
take a
storm.
shuttle, right?
We've made sure the roof is glass. It's using the old Crusader shuttles.
Or is
so
there
you can
something
actually-
or is there something special on Power 4 that that's required before taking the shuttles. I don't know.
Appreciate all of the beauty of the storm.
Oh, it's cool that they got the same
This is
shuttles
where
as
some of the
Crusader.
weather system improvements come in that we've been working on, where you'll see rain hitting the windshield, lightning outside, and
Man,
thunder in
this
the
is
distance.
so phenomenal.
And
Best
also,
feature of 4.2.
you get a little bit of respite before the we're gonna put you through. So it's kind of like a nice like, oh look at this, and then you're gonna land on the beaches of Normandy, D-Day style. There we go.
Okay.
When you get off the shuttle, everything's gonna try to kill you.
You'll be immediately assaulted by loads of security guards out.
I love this. I love that they have lots of security guards. And players too. Campers will be there as well.
It is very dark. The visibility is very low.
You'll start being affected by the radiation damage from the storm.
Oh.
If you do manage to get a radiation suit, you'll still find irradiated wildlife for you to contend with.
Okay, so even if you don't have the suit, you'll get radiation. If you have the suit, you will not. But there's still look at those Vala cars here. There's like all kind of shit that's going to be trying to attack you.
So just watch your back, watch your friend's back.
Better be high risk, high reward.
Your
When I'm seeing this,
objective
I'm seeing
is
high
to
risk,
get
high
inside
reward.
as quickly as possible into the relative safety of the research base.
Once you're
Because
inside
inside there's no Vala car.
this facility, that's where Stormbreaker really begins.
Wait. That's where it begins?
All that stuff that you've done to get there, that was purely the beginning. It's
What?
the intro scene in the movie. You've not even hit the movie yet.
Inside, you'll find danger, mystery, great loot.
Death,
Oh!
action,
I saw the IT key, it's right
And-
there.
cruelty.
Audio logs, finally an alternative to reading.
Hello. Here we go.
Oh,
New
that's
ways
good.
to open doors, which doesn't seem exciting, but we really are excited about it.
I'm really excited to see
Specimen
you playing
cage.
with this new mechanic.
You're gonna find irradiated things.
Alright. They've done it. I was not interested because I thought, oh, we're gonna have to do that for Wikilo. But I'm actually really happy. I'm excited about this just for the experience now. I want to experience it. I don't care if it's going to be for Wikilo. I want to take that egg and bring it back to my hangar. Or is there maybe gonna be a way to sell it to some black markets and other places than just Wikilo, right? Or what about the loot, right? High risk, high reward. Can we get as many IT keys as possible and sell them to people in the verse? I'm excited about this too. This is cool.
Eggs, babies, screaming,
They might all be connected.
the horrors of science run amok.
You can find new battle vehicles that can only be earned in game.
Yes.
I said choo choo as well. This isn't a fucking train. It's got massive weapons. He's
No, you just kept. He was like,
You know, it's what we've been wanting to see for a long time, right? Power suits.
yeah,
with
it's
guns.
cool.
Yes.
He's got the acting qualification. I don't.
I want players to feel something different to what they've been feeling when playing Star Citizens. I want them
Oh, this is so cool because those ICT geos here, you know, they have those thrusters, so you can use them as you know, drop ships. Not really drop ships, right? But you're being dropped from the sky, and then as soon as you're hitting the ground, you use the thrusters so that you don't crash, and then you're on the battlefield. This is awesome. That's something that I've been wanting to see in the game for quite some time. I'm so glad it's coming. This is going to completely change how we're playing the game once we have those. I think these are going to be really in high demand.
to be hyped for every bit of the mystery that they are trying to discover and all of the clues that they get right.
I think it's going to be an amazing patch. We've all been working very, very hard.
Oh yeah, look at those repeaters here on the on the Atlas. That's so cool.
VFX, lighting, audio.
Wow, it's like it is a ship gun on the Atlas.
All of that is coming together to create the biggest, baddest content that you've seen in Star Citizen so far.
It's gonna be cinema, as Zach would say. I'm really excited for you all to play.
Oh,
I'm really excited.
I think that this was the Apex Valhalla that we saw.
And
Yeah,
the
there
story
it
doesn't
is.
end here. It really gets messed up in August.
It's really cool. I want to tell you everything.
So stop watching the video and go play the game.
Yeah, go play the game.
Well, it's not out yet. It's still in the PTU. Well, yeah, soloing that Apex Valhalla is a bit too
Now,
ambitious.
of course, for those of you that have been
Oh,
playing
Jared
or
cut his
watching
head.
PTU for the last week, you already know much of what's not being said here. But that's by design. As we said back in February, it's our intention this year to have you discover as much as possible in-game through our monthly patches instead of having everything just spoiled here. And by the time Stormbreaker releases in about 2 weeks, there should still
2 weeks! Wait a second. So that's on the 20th here. Okay, so that's when Star Citizen Alien Week is going to be. Alright, I guess I still have time to do some mining in the
There'll
game.
be a few more changes and improvements along the way. Oh, also, special shout out to Louis, Max, and everyone on the Montreal Environment team for kicking all kinds of ass on this one. And don't forget, we're currently taking submissions for this year's CitizenCon watch parties.
Oh yeah, I gotta try to do something here on the channel as well. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. They changed my mind. I was not excited about this. I am now. So I guess I'll be trying that with the Rat Club. If you're in the Rat Club on Discord, guys, we are going to be trying this very soon. Probably after it goes live. Not on the PTU, because it's kind of useless in the PTU, right? But definitely when it goes live. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.